Hey everyone, welcome back to GL Spinners. Today I've got a review video for you. We're taking a look at the two of the most common VC EDC spinners. So the one on my left here is the Triton version 1.2 in stainless steel with copper buttons. The one on my right is going to be the Mini Triton, also in stainless steel, and it has stainless steel buttons. With these spinners, they are kind of a modified tri-arm. They've got more of a rounded shape, but still three defined arms. They have a concave shape on both sides of the spinner, which lead to the majority of the weight actually being on the edge of each arm. These come out to about $50 each retail. They ship in these nice tins and just provides an extra little bit of protection when shipping. They've got foam on the inside cut out for the shape of the spinner, and I believe it was the Triton version 1.2 that actually also included this nice microfiber pouch to keep while the spinner's in your pocket and prevent lint from getting in the bearing. So I'll start off with the Triton version 1.2. It's the larger of the two, weighing in at 78 grams or 2.7 ounces. It's got an outside diameter of 2 1/8 inch and average table spins of about 5 minutes. So here you can see the extra weighting and that concave shape that really adds to the spin time and the smoothness of this spinner. So the biggest question is, how does it feel in hand? Well, I like it a lot. It has really nice fidgetability. You can flick it with almost any finger in any direction you like, whether you want to pull it or flick it. And it has an interesting look when spinning. You can see here it's got a nice balance and is very smooth. And there again you can see how that weighting is at the end of each arm to provide those long nice spins. So it really doesn't have any hot spots. Each of the edges are rounded nicely. The copper buttons give it that two-tone look. They are threaded and can be removed to see the 606 hybrid ceramic bearing. This plastic around it is actually the bearing lock. Holds the bearing in place and is also threaded to actually remove the bearing and clean if necessary. The buttons, like I said before, are copper concave with nice ridges that provide extra grip when you are fidgeting with it. And overall, I really like the way it feels. It's a nice size, it's really fun to fidget with, and you get good spin times out of it. Moving over to the Mini Triton, this is the same design. You can see one of the changes they've made is they polished the edges of each of the arms to give it a different look when spinning. But this one is really, just a slightly smaller version. Weighs in at 67 grams or 2.4 ounces. The outside diameter on it is 1 7/8 inch. And this one actually gets about 6 minutes on table spins average. You can see, looking at it, same way. You got a little bit of a difference in the spin as far as the polishing on the edges gives an extra ring and a kind of like a cog shaped design when spinning. The weighting on the arms is the same and the button is threaded as well. These buttons are slightly different as they kind of have a lip to help cover the bearing housing. And you can see they're concave with ridges as well, just not quite as defined as on the Triton 1.2. A big difference between these two is the Mini moves to the standard R188 bearing. It's got a metal bearing lock that's threaded that keeps the bearing in place as they remove the plastic from the 1.2 version. So one downside to this is that my version of it has a pretty considerable amount of wobble. I've been told that this is caused by the bearing, and I reached out to VC EDC's customer service, and they're sending me a replacement. Should be here next week to hopefully correct the problem. Other than that, it is a very nice spinner, just the same as the Triton 1.2. It's the mini version, but it is not that much smaller, as said before. Here's a quarter for reference as far as the size goes. If I had to choose one between the two, I'm probably going to lean more towards the mini, as it's got the R188 bearing, slightly larger spin, and with that extra polishing on the edges, a slightly different look. Either way you go on this, I don't think you would be disappointed. One other bonus to the Mini is that as it's the R188 bearing, you can use any caps that also fit R188 bearings. So thanks for watching. I'll end this video with them spinning. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fidget spinner reviews. And let me know what you think. I've got a few more in my collection to go through. So have a good one.